challenge with it is the how do we make money piece of it. Because I think for all these guys here, you know, I'll take a wild guess, but probably, you know, do have mortgages or at least rent to pay, and you know, maybe children as well. That side of things. There's not necessarily an established model yet of, you know, of how you can make it part of that career piece. I mean, we are, you know, I think of the original YouTube channels that they set up last year, of 100 of them, there's maybe, how many? Maybe 20 to 25 have been picked up again. There's all these conversations, you know, and that was YouTube's play into that space, but it hasn't created the next generation of TV channels yet, you know. So there isn't necessarily, it hasn't created a glut of places for people to go and pitch high-end content to.
Yeah, but I don't think it's about, you know, going to YouTube and getting a bunch of money from them. I literally, I mean, Shane's still around, and Universal was paying my client, so, you know, and his producer got paid as well. So it's really, you know, when the tram, and this was interesting, when the Universal Studio tram was driving by on our scout, when we were scouting the backlot, literally, you heard 5 or 6 people said, "Oh my God, there's Devin Supertramp." I mean, they knew him. And that was like another eye opener for me. It's like these creatives are known in, you know, in pop culture, and traditional Hollywood doesn't really know who these guys are yet. But and again,
what I mean is, in terms of these guys having somewhere to go and pitch to, that just doesn't exist yet.
Well, yeah, I mean,
no, you're right.
I mean, you do have to look at where the money comes in. I mean, the reality is, you know, 50,000 views. It's a $20 CPM is a great CPM to get. That's $1,000, right? I mean, so getting 1 million views, and then you look at YouTube, you know, the reality is you only see an ad every 7 minutes, and you can skip it after 7 seconds. And if you skip the ad, that advertiser doesn't pay for that impression on YouTube. So you can start doing the math and figuring out how these millions and millions of views can trickle down to actually, you know, not a lot of money. So these headline level view successes are not really translating to dollars. Now, I think for the talent, though, it's a very interesting model because they are getting picked up into traditional deals, like you mentioned, Fred, and things like that. So there's definitely money there, but in the traditional ways that content is monetized, I don't think it's really caught up yet.